my name's Orion Kobayashi. I'm applying to MIT's Supply Chain Management degree, hopefully for the fall of 2017. And I just want to say thank you for taking the time to even kind of review this. So why I want a degree in supply chain management really stems from a lot of my experience working on farms. I've worked, in the field with harvesting, and then I've also, worked with farmers markets and groceries. And from all of this has just grown an intense curiosity, in how any company can really make their supply chain more sustainable or more profitable. So particularly with food chains, how can you reduce waste, but also how can you kind of add value to the producers involved. And I see, with adding value to the producers that are involved, a huge opportunity for community development and economic development. So this is really just kind of like the revolving nexus of my passion. Now, to be honest, I don't have any formal or traditional background with supply chains. That said, referring to my farm experience, I really then have maybe a more practical or day-to-day understanding about the challenges that happen in the field and also kind of things that, naturally happen with the variability of any ordering or supply chain, whether that be around planting, harvesting, spoilage. And what I lack in experience, I can kind of make up with a huge set of academic tools. I have a solid background in economics, to really understand the landscape that any supply chain exists and functions. I also have a good background with data analytics and statistics modeling, so I'll be ready and able to engage with my peers in any of my logistics courses. So for me, if I could have a dream job out of this program, I want one that really puts me at the intersection between the private sector, the public sector, with community actors that are building shared value. I see examples of this with partnerships between Starbucks and Conservation International and a bunch of coffee farmers in Chiapas. And what will be shaped over time while I'm at MIT would be what type of scale or complexity, like what size of scale or complexity of a supply chain I really want to be a part of or kind of working with. Whether that's with medium-sized actors, say, Counterculture Coffee and Cliff Bar, or much more larger scaled companies with more complex supply chains such as Unilever and Starbucks. So to me, the biggest global supply chain issue I think is hunger. Certainly drought and other natural disasters exacerbate these problems. However, hunger is not about people having anything to eat, but just them having trouble to access food that might be nearby. This can also even be clearly seen, whether it be domestic and government issues in their supply chain, or if it's, just humanitarian response and the humanitarian response supply chain. But I see, all of this is fundamentally surrounding, economics and supply chains, why people, when they don't have food, why they don't have food. And I instills a strong sense of civic responsibility that, I'm dedicating my studies and my career towards. I hope by studying food supply chains and commodities and my time at MIT, I'll learn how to better build resiliency into food systems and revitalize food systems post-conflict. So again, I want to thank you for taking the time to review my application. I really hope I get to be a chance of the MIT community, and thank you.